Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I'm extremely thankful for you guys to be here today. It is Friday, guys. The market was open for half a day, and we had a lot of fun, right? And I know the stock market was closed down Thursday. I'm hopeful that everyone got to spend time with their family and friends, that you're thankful for a lot of things around you, especially if you're in the U.S. and you're celebrating Thanksgiving Day. But for me, I'm thankful for you guys every day. I'm thankful for the family I have, for the career, for this life that I have, and then, of course, GameStop. Very thankful. Am I tied to the stock? Am I married to it? Pretty much. I mean, it's on my arm. It's tattooed, right? We're all right. It's a moment in time, and I love this moment. I really do. I like that people can't give you these valuations. They can't explain a lot of the things they do. This is a momentum trade to some people, swing trade, and or a meme stock, as they call it. And we're going to show you momentum. We're going to show you some charts, and I'm going to show you an indicator today that's going to explain just how strong GameStop has been and fundamentally how it actually worked out for a lot of us so far moving forward. I was able to buy a share today. As you guys know, I try to buy one share every trading day. Out of the 19 trading days in November, I bought exactly 12 shares. So I'm short 7. Things got a little tight this month. That's okay. Some months get tight. Some other months, you go out there and you splash a little bit. Christmas is coming. It's a shortened holiday season. As I've told you, from Black Friday to Christmas, you're about 5 days less this year than you were last year. So a lot of companies try to get ahead of that by putting sales for 2 weeks before Black Friday actually hit. We are on Black Friday today. Then you have Cyber Monday on Monday, and then Cyber Week if you're a GameStop company or store company, however they want to do it. But there's a lot to look forward to, and I'll explain everything I can as I go. But just shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. The store was packed in Syracuse. The store's going to be packed everywhere, okay? And let's talk about price movement. We'll talk about a lot, okay? We're going to talk about a lot. So I just want to say thank you again. So let's go ahead and get to it really quick. First thing I want to talk about is something that I talked about last week. I'm going to talk about again today. And this is going to be what we called the Warren Buffett indicator, right? The Buffett indicator is what they call it. And it's when the true value of publicly traded stocks, the whole amount, divided by the GDP ratio. And at this current rate, it means that your economy is just too heavy. The stock price and this whole, I would tell you the whole index is too expensive. But, because it doesn't make sense. I don't think people understand what I mean by this. But for those guys that are like sitting in the background, there's only so much money in the world. Okay? Let's just make this very plain and simple. If money's going to be printed and money's going to be passing around to everyone, you have to show me where it came from. You just can't invent a number out of thin air and say this is what it's worth. Right? So when the stock market's trading at these valuations, they're telling you it's too heavy versus actual gross domestic product, the growth of your country, your GDP. So when you look at this at an all-time level, and I'll try to zoom in. Let's see if I can lace it behind. Let me go this way. Let me see if I can do it this way. This should work. Okay. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see something here. This is going to be the dot-com bubble in 2000. It got so heavy, the market, versus how much money should actually be circulating, and went ahead and dropped down. And you saw it crash for 2 years, essentially. Correction. In 2007, the housing crisis, it was still too heavy. Crashed down. Boom. As we pushed up to new heights, you'll see that right there, during the pandemic, is where the check mark comes in. It peaked and then fell down, but then they go, oh, wait, we printed $6 trillion. So it punched all the way to the top. In 2022, you had a correction and a recession that the Fed refused to announce. So what happens? It comes down correcting, and it bounces all the way back up. You're now at an all-time high versus the price of the market versus how much money you should actually have in it. And that's what Warren Buffett's telling you. Warren Buffett has taken his cash off the table. Warren Buffett has taken his stock and his positions. He doesn't care if prices go up. He doesn't care how companies get graded, AI stock, all this not. He does not give a damn. He says, it doesn't make sense. I have to sell, and I'll wait for this correction to come because someone's going to have to take the top. And right now, the top takers, the ones that actually get pushed over, are the ones being told, this is the best time to invest. It's the most bullish market in the world. You know what bullish market in the world means? It means expensive. That's what it means. So if you're maxed out 20% of your 401k, and you know what you say? You go, "Oh my God, look at this pile of money I have. It's in the millions." And then you go, "Hey guys, you're buying the millions. You're buying the top of a market right now that has nowhere to go but down, yet everyone says it's going up. Everyone's priced it up, and nobody can explain how it's going to get there. They can tell you you're going to have growth 2.5%. Oh yeah? If it's priced so high, then why does the Fed keep cutting rates? If we're priced in for just an amazing run, a bull run, you're going to see Deutsche Bank got 6,500 points on the spot. You guys, I'm telling you now, you could buy the index. But at 6,500 points, where can you go? Where are we going to go? You going to 7,000? You going to 8,000? 9,000? What drives it? Is it Bitcoin? You know what's crazy about Bitcoin before I even get to the whole, hey, here's GameStop, and we'll talk about the chart and everything. I want to show you something about Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. On the weekly chart, this is a monthly chart. This is the life of Bitcoin. Constantly going up, 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 up. I mean, who's paying for that huge green candle? Because I saw MicroStrategies, they went ahead and this is how you trade. The proxy trade, right, guys? I go borrow cash. It's free money. I go in and I buy crypto. I go in and buy Bitcoin. This is your business model. This is how I show profits. This is what I show to my investors. Not that there's nothing behind this. This is speculative, guys. You guys ever want to talk about speculation? I used to always hear this word being used for GameStop, and I hated it. It like drove me crazy. They go, GameStop's a speculative investment. And I go, what's so speculative? The fact that it trades off of, it doesn't trade off, it trades off of indicators that show you that it's undervalued, right? Price to book ratio used to be 7x. Hey, let me explain something to you guys out there that live in Never Never Land, okay? GameStop traded at 5 to 7x times book value just 6 months ago. It trades at 2 right now. 2x. The market has not caught up to what GameStop is, but it's okay. We'll leave it where it's at. Let's talk about this speculation here. You know why this is speculative? Because you're assuming that someone's going to pay more for it than you did. And there's nothing to show you for it. There's no CEO, there's no CFO, there's no earnings report, there's nothing, there's not a free cash flow. You see, there has to be something more than just speculation. But this is how the market is run. This is the wild, wild west of what crypto has infused into this economy. Because you had a mixture, guys. You had a world that used to run off of sales, gross profit, net profit. Here's what we have. Here's where we're headed. Growth versus value. But somewhere in there, these companies integrated, Michael Saylor integrated this idea that, you know what, I can go invest on a speculative play. And someone's willing to pay more for it. Therefore, my company is going to make more. Guys, there's people trading off this model. That's okay. I'm not mad at you. I'm telling you this is this. That is this. Because where do you think the cash comes from for this SPY to get pushed to 602? The highest market you've ever seen in your life. You're buying the top of the world. And they tell you it's going to keep going higher. You know what's crazy? And it's not crazy. I always use that word. I don't know why I do. It's a poor speech. It's unbelievable to me that people are willing to invest money at 603 and 602. Where can you go? Where's 10x on your money today? I want a 10 bagger, guys. Excuse me. That's all I want. I just want, but Marantz, we just pushed 33% on 1 year. You know what happens when you can read companies and you can see through the bullshit? Do you see what happens here? You got a company here that used to trade at $9 and is currently trading at $29. And everybody knows just how great this company is, where it's headed. This bullish pennant right here, and it goes down, but has support, breaks out, goes up again. comes down, has support, breaks out, goes up again, rinse and repeat. This is what people should be looking at when you're talking about what to invest in. This year, I want to make this very clear to you guys, for those of you out there who don't know how to evaluate companies and how to give proper value to them. Tony De Niro, hi. I just like saying your name. Anyway, Tony, I have De Niro. That's it. That should be your middle name. Anyway, here's the deal, bros. And broettes, I don't know. When you can pick a company, an individual investment, individual securities, and you're confident and you know what you're doing and you read it and you see it, go for it. Don't be scared. The speculative play is crypto. The speculative play is the top of the market. This is not it. This is not one. GameStop has earnings. GameStop has profit. GameStop has value. They have everything, guys. They have partnerships. They got it all. They even got you. They got me. They got people. And you know what's the best part? GameStop's up like, I don't know, in the last year, 140% of my investment where I'm at. And no one's talking about it. Like, that's what should be said. You know, no one's talking about it. They'll talk about Macy's. They'll talk about Bed Bath & Gone. They'll talk about every other investment before they ever talk about GameStop. I said, okay, I can handle that. That's what I'm doing on Thanksgiving. I'm going to go study my investment. So let's go study my investment. So as I study my investment, I look at ratios. You know, I like to go to this screen and just pick a ratio for the day. And it killed me. I was like, okay, price to sales ratio, price to book ratio, price to tangible book value. And I'm just reading, right? I'm just like, hold on. Price to book. Everybody always gives me crap. That Marantz, book value, you don't know how to evaluate. You don't know what you're doing. Price to book, it measures a stock's price relative to book value. Book value is also called shareholder equity. Yeah, I understand all this part. But do you understand that GameStop was trading in 2022 at 7 times book, 6 times book, 5 times book, 4 times book, 5 times book, 3 times book. Do you get where I'm coming from with this? It's been trading at crazy book values. And today, most cash on hand, the most market cap on hand right now, and it's trading at less book. Why hasn't the book caught up to it where it was previously? Oh, you thought it was overvalued? Look at this. Look at your market caps. 4 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion. We're now at $13 billion on market cap, and it's not enough. That number needs to be higher for the book value you have. I've said this. It's a company that has zero debt, makes a profit, and has a lot of money behind it. Cash flow itself, $5 billion is what will be announced after Q4 of this year. I already project years. Listen to me, Meltdown. I already do the math for years in advance, 6 months in advance, 3 months, and it kills them because then we do a debate and I go, no, that's not what they have. Oh, no, they already make a profit. No, they're already profitable. No, they already have that much cash on hand. No, they already have this. I tell them a year ago. Go look at all the debates I've ever done. I'm always a year in advance, and they're like, what do you mean? How are you doing your math? What do you mean they make a profit? They just showed a lot. I go, no, you don't know. You don't know how to do the math. You don't know how to look at the numbers. You don't know what you're talking about. I tell them. And they're like, what is this guy talking about? I say, oh, yeah, you forget that I am GameStop. All right, let me remind you. Let me remind you that I am GameStop. Let me remind you that I live it. I eat, sleep, and breathe it. Was I right all those times? 99 out of 99. Get at me, scrubs!
Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight pack and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or Superposition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth. No financial advice. And he says, Marantz, you sound like one of those dudes doing an auction. I said, yeah, I got an auction, all right. I got the auction for GameStop tonight, guys. I just want to say thank you again. Check this out, guys. The Black Friday sale over here at GameStop, 2-for-1 special. But I go to the graded cards. And why do I go to graded cards? Because they're down. They're down all the way to 3,000 right here. 3,634 cards. I actually went up in the last hour. Holy hell, they actually added more cards. I want to know. I want to know if he really loves me. Right there, $29.69 for a C.J. Stroud rookie card. I like that. D'Angelo Russell, nobody wants to buy that card. Oh, they could give it away. I don't want his rookie card. Trash. Sorry, I'm a Laker fan, guys. I get excited about Lakers. You guys already know. Anyway, I watched all this. They got a lot of good stuff. I bought a card. I bought a Caitlin Clark PSA rated 10 rookie card. Oh, wait, it's coming? Is this part of my collection? Is this where Marantz is going to put the cards away and not give them away? Yes. Listen to me. I talked to the wife. I talked to her this week. I said, baby, listen to me. I want to start saving the cards that I get. If I open a pack, I want the card to be mine. Like, there are cards that I don't want to sell. I'm going to give you an example of one right here. This has the autograph on it, but it is an Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie De La Cruz rookie card that I got in a pack at GameStop. Right there. Ellie De La Cruz Topps heritage card, and it's his rookie card. I'm not gonna sell it. I'm not gonna try. I might go get it graded. I might get graded and stuff, but I'm keeping this one. Well, I like Ellie De La Cruz. He's like a favorite player of mine. But I'm still giving away a lot of stuff coming up at the Tamale Festival next Saturday. Saturday, guys, my wife and I are going to the Tamale Festival. We will be giving away, and you can only imagine what the cards are going to be. Guys, it gets better and better. I got Adrian Beltre on the red. I don't even know who this sorry Yankee is. Gabber Torres, whatever. But I got them all in the Chrome. These are all Chrome Stadium, Chrome Club cards. These cards, and I go and check the prices of these cards, right? Look at this rookie card right here. I go and check Matt Olson. I go and check all the value on these cards. Look at Derek Jeter. $15 for this card. $15 for the Stadium Chrome Derek Jeter card. And I'm going to give this away, no problem. But I give away all these cards, $10 on this one right here. I didn't even know who he was, Willie. All red, Tom Glavine. Is that Tom Glavine? I think it is. Tom Glavine, yeah, on the red. Anyway, a whole bunch of cards I'm giving away, a whole bunch of stuff. And then I have Pokemon cards to give away. If you guys don't know about the 151 Pokemon packs, I bought 10 packs of 151 in the tins. So the 2-pack tins, I'm going to go and be giving them away while I'm there. Give away a Pikachu, give away a Charizard, give away a Blastomon, a Wardo. Some of these damn cards. They're all getting given. I'm going to give them all away, guys. I'm not joking with you. Everything's going right there when we go to the Tamale Festival. As I'm there, too, I'll be giving away a Raptor 8. I'm going to give away a Raptor 8. And I'm going to give away some of these on the stream during earnings. We will be live for GameStop's earnings on Tuesday, the 10th. Tuesday, the 10th, I will be live with you guys, and I will not miss the earnings report for GameStop. And you guys don't miss it either. And what we're going to do, and thank you so much for supporting the channel the way you do with the $10, when our stock is going to make us millionaires, but we're just a bunch of chill guys and gals. Yeah. So if you guys are here in the chat on Tuesday, next Tuesday, not this Tuesday coming up, but the one after, the 10th, GameStop earnings report's coming out. If you are a member of this channel, that means if you have the emoji, the Marantz Rantz emoji next to you, if your letters are green on the channel here, boom, you will have a chance to win a Raptor 8. I'm giving away 2 of them. We're going to put your name on the wheel and we're going to spin. If I have to type in your name to the wheel myself, we're going to do it because I don't know if Kyoto's going to be awake for earnings because he's in Japan. But I will spin it myself here on the channel. You guys can see it. And we're going to do that, okay? So I want you guys to know other things we're giving away when we go to the trip down. Look at this, okay? Now look at this little Pikachu purse. We're giving this away when we go downtown. What was the craziest part is my niece last night walked into my studio. They were playing hide and seek in the house. And she walked into my, well, you're not allowed to go. But she's my favorite niece, okay? She can do no wrong. I tell, hey, guys, this is the truth out there. There are favorites in the family. She is my favorite niece. I'm not going to tell you who because they might watch the show one day when I'm dead, okay? But she's my favorite niece. And she walked in, she goes, oh, Theo, I saw you have a Pikachu person there. I said, I'm sorry, baby, but it's for the crowd. It's not for you. So I have those going away. I have some Hello Kitty stuff that I got to give away. And then, of course, the Pokemon cards I'm doing this. I'm doing some, our boy out there, Jesse, sent these. Oh, cryptocurrency pack. I dropped it. I'm going to want to pick it up. QT Journey is going to be lit on this show. Yes, it is. Chad said, Marantz, did you see the news about GameStop closing all their stores in Germany at the end of January 2025? Hey, Chad, did you see the video I did 2 days ago talking about it? Oh, man, you missed it. It's okay, because last night the DJ saved my life. Boom, 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 boom. You had to be there. You had to be there, guys. My house was bumping. Hey, by the way, I had to count the people. My wife says there was more than this, but there was 46 people at my house. Do you want to know? Do you want to know if he really loves me? Set up all the tables and chairs and stay there with the smile. It was hard, bro. It was a hard night for me because I had to work. I had to get up at 2 a.m. this morning for work, and I was with the party all night. And I was like, God damn, bro, I'm not going to sleep. Excuse my language. I'm not going to sleep. My wife's like, good luck, babe. I'm just like, what? And, I have DJ speakers. I have all this stuff. Like, we bump where we're playing music during the day or after the Cowboys win. That was my Thanksgiving. And then the family's all there. I'm thankful for everybody, okay? I'm like, yeah, what are you thankful for? Everybody. Whatever. I'm happy they can all be at our house, right? That's just what we do. And I go and I tell everybody, hey, guys, all right, you guys have a blessed night. I'm going to try to go get some sleep. I'll see you guys. Thanks. My wife's like, oh, we're just going to clean up. We're going to eat a little bit, whatever. Excuse me. Somebody turned on my speakers and somebody connected and somebody started bumping, ass-shaking music. The Tias left. After the Tios and Tias leave, what do we do? These dudes were bumping music through my walls. I couldn't sleep. I was like, are you kidding right now? So I had to get out there and go dance with them, man. I had to get up, say, oh, what are we doing up in here? Oh, they not like us. They not like us. Yeah. Man, it was wild. I'm like, really? I didn't sleep a damn bit. I swear to God. I didn't sleep till I got home tonight. I had got home from work, and I had got off, and it was 2 o'clock, 2:30. And my wife's like, are you okay? I know you're dead tired. I said, Mama, just feed me and let me go to bed real quick. I took a nap and I got up with you guys. And I didn't study the market today. There was no real headlines in front of me. I know it was a half day. So I did see that the market was all-time high. I did see the trend. I did see that we're buying it very expensive. So it kind of triggered me in a way to let you know that the speculative play is companies that are trading off this index, companies that are trading, crypto, and the fact that you can't pick a singular company, that's not my problem. You guys are all going to miss out, not me. But I'm going to show you the charts, and I fed you. Yes, you did, Mama. Thank you. Yo, Marantz, how many of them Costco chickens have you and your family eaten? Kevin, in our lifetime, Costco chickens, not that many, not as many as you might think. The reason not that many is because I usually work weird hours, like late hours, early hours, whatever, and I'm never home at a decent hour. Like, this is like a thing that Taco Native used to watch this show, and he used to be like, Marantz, how's this guy taking care of his family? How's he have a career, and he's always getting home late at midnight, or always going in at 2? What kind of janitor is in it? All this stuff, and I'm just like, I don't think they know what it takes to run a $300 million building, right? Whatever it may be, but then you're just thinking about the amount of freight, the amount of employees, the amount of issues you have to deal with daily. You want to be there at all hours of the day for everyone you can be. So that's just me. In any job, if you guys put in the hours, you're going to get the best out of it. For me personally, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be around some really great people. And then I come home and I'm around even better people, right? Whether it be here online and or my family. I love these guys, and these guys keep me upright. So, chickens, it's tough to get a chicken, keep it warm. That chicken room closes at around 8:30. What the hell are you going to do with the chicken 2.5 hours after you get home? It'll be cold by then, and nothing keeps it warm. So, yeah, my hours just don't set up right for that, and they never have. I'm certainly not going to put in the work. I got a 2018 Camry. Brownie Durable. Yeah, absolutely. Yo, Marantz. Yes, thank you so much. Tough effing, tough enough, bro. I had a 2000 Corolla and I still run it like GameStop. You know, my son and I had this conversation. Yes, by the way, EDIY, yes. If that's the question you're asking, I won't say it out loud, but yes. Okay? So here's the deal. I had a conversation with my son who is 20 years old. He's a damn good kid, and I'm so proud of him. He went to school to be an electrician. He wanted to be an electrician, and he wanted to climb poles in the middle of Colorado and hang electrical lines and be a lineman, be a journeyman lineman, whatever. And it takes time to get recognized like that. So he had to sector off to another company that was willing to hire him scratch from school and hang fiber optics. So he's making great money doing all this stuff, and he's making a living. He's earning it. He's learning it. He's a well-spoken kid. He looks the part. I'm so happy for him, right? Like I trust this kid and his judgment. But he and I have a really big, difficult understanding on finance and where we head with our finances. And he's like, Dad, I understand you have all of this. He's like, but you're 40-something years old. He's like, it took you time to learn. He's like, I'm this big. I'm a guppy. And I go, I know you are, son. I go, but you're buying the top of the market. And I want you to be able to pick companies that you trust, that you know. He's like, I don't trust it. It's speculative. It's going to go up and down. He says all this stuff to me. You know, it doesn't hold. And I go, it doesn't hold? The point is, some people don't take the time to study their investments. And I'm not here to hold his hand. I'm his father. I give him a pat on the ass and say, good luck to you. But I can't take my son every day to the market, to the charts, and say, here, son, learn this. Can't do it. You can't teach someone something that they already think they know. That's the truth. Clip that right there, please. You can't teach them something they think they know. So if they think GameStop's a failed company, if they think it's a bankrupt company, if they think it's all digital and no physical, you know, all these things that how they talk about GameStop and how it's never profitable, you can't. Okay? I can't take you to it. But I'm going to show you something tonight. And this is why we have these conversations, because my son's talking about buying an F-150. He says, Dad, why do you have a Ford Ranger? He's like, you should have bought a bigger truck. You could afford it. You can do this. I go, calm down, son. I like that Ford Ranger is going to be yours one day. I can give it to you tomorrow. And it's already almost paid off. I go, the Ford Ranger is going to be your brother's one day. I'm almost done. Give me a Toyota Camry. Give me a Civic, a Honda Civic. Give me a Corolla. I'd rather roll in a Kia Forte than spend $1 on a big-ass truck that I don't need. Trust me. I'm not lugging shit. I ain't doing a damn thing. No, sir, Bob. No. But, son, my son, please look at this chart and please understand what I'm about to show you. The world. This video is for my son, and it's for you too. Maybe you guys will learn something. This is GameStop on the weekly chart. GameStop on the weekly chart is so strong that it bounced off of a couple of different levels. And I had to go find the levels, but I'm going to explain them to you as we go through. This is your weekly chart, and I'm going to explain the colors, and I'm going to explain the support levels. I'm going to explain it all to you. And you can go back further, but this is why we pay attention, okay? This gray line at the very bottom that we bounced off of, you bounced off of it like clockwork. Right off the gray line, boom, gone. That gray line level of support is your 750-day moving average. That is your 3-year mark. Know that when you count on moving averages, you want to count 750, 500, 250, 50, whatever it may be. Just to give you a good look at it, you have to do it on a log chart. You cannot do it on a linear chart. These have to be logarithmic trading charts because log applies applied mathematics to it. That's over time, percentage. We'll talk about that another day. I've done this talk before with you guys. But check this out. As it goes down, it bounces off the 750. Okay, it's a 3-year trend for you. Bounces off the 750. A lot of you guys say, "Well, Marantz, it's only two years." It's not the way you want to see it so much, but you can. Okay, you can see it that way. And when I say 750, I'm letting you know the trend that was before before the crash, okay? And then you'll see it here. You'll see how this purple line is your 50-day moving average. And every time, just so that we're clear, every time from when they started shorting the stock, your 50-day moving average was hit to the top. Do you see it? They touch, purple. They just keep touching. It broke down. They put the beating on it, and then it finally broke out. When you break out and you're gone, you're up and running, you eventually hit the top again. Top. When we hit this top, remember, we bounced off the bottom of the 750. We now cross over because we're bullish. We cross over, and that's what this red line is, this orange line of mine, to the 250-day moving average. So I just want you to know, you cut across and you go up, but look where it's curving to. The 50's curving above it again. The last time the 50 curved above it, look at this right here. Look at the curve. Curve up and past them all. What happened? We're going up and past it. Now, we'll never hit the support again. This fall down, way down here, is $10, $13, you name it. When I look at the daily chart, and I don't have to show you every indicator. We can close them off. But before I do that, let me just see something really quick. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Let me see if I can set the... I would just want to go ahead and do... Not double bottom. Let's do MA, moving average. And let's just do the 50. Okay? Style 50. Let's take this one off. Take this one off too as well. Boom. So 50. You know what? I'll even add in the 200. I'll add in the 200 just for fun. Let me go 200. You can make it up if you want. Boom. Orange. Okay. So this is your daily chart. And you'll see the 50 days above the 200, but now it's curving up. So you're really not going to have a death cross where they cross each other. That's your death cross. And then you'll have a trend down. I could show you another stock that'll give you a death cross. Something like AMC. This is your death cross. This is where your 50 actually crosses over the top and then falls underneath it. It's done. Just like it did previously right here. And you'll look at all it, and you'll never get it back right there. Boom. So when your 50 falls below that 100-day, 200-day moving average, that's your death cross right there. So it fell below right here. 50 broke out. You saw the breakup. When running past it, you look crazy. You fell down right here, and you never got back up. And this is why AMC stock will never recover. You could never catch it back. Everyone's losing at this point. Look at all this profit they took from you as that gap widens. You don't see that at GameStop. That's why they're not the same, right? GameStop, you see the complete opposite. You see it pushing up. People want it. This was the bullish run. Did you lose anything? No, they met. You eventually curve down, but then it bounces off. You have to find the next moving average to bounce off of. Boom, we're gone, okay? So let's just look at GameStop right now on the weekly chart. All trending 5 weeks in a row. I'd even call it 6, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll be trading higher on Monday. That's how I see it. Going into earnings, looks solid for GameStop to have a breakout here, and then you have a new level to go sideways. Maybe $34, maybe $33 a share, but we'll see where it goes from here. Daily charts. This daily trend where you're pushing up and you can't catch it. You can't catch this damn thing. If you couldn't catch it at 1931, way down here, it was $20 and some change. I'll close this out. $20.30 right there, and then right there, $20.35. From that moment, and this is going to be October 23rd, all the way to now, 1 month later, you're looking at true growth at around $10 a share increased, right? So $29.05 from $20, looking at massive growth, 40% increase. I like the movement of the stock. You should too, because this is no news, no catalyst, other than the fact that Nat Turner was added to the board. Now, if you pay attention to other things that we talk about, guys in the chat follow the Discord. They see all the headlines, and this is the best part that I love about people, if they pay attention. When you have organic growth to a company, something like this where it's in the whole period, you're looking at the whole quarter three, and you've seen everyone increase their percentage of ownership. If people know what that means, it had nothing to do with, they're bullish. Nothing to do with bullish. These are automatic buy-ins based off of the ratios that you must hold for the weighted index. All indexes, all ETFs are weighted. And what does that mean? equal weighted. So, or not even equally weighted, but let's just say ratio weighted. If there are 500 companies within this ETF, it's divided by the 500 based off of the weight of the ratio itself. So they get a good piece of every company. What happens when your market cap goes up? You have to increase your ownership within the index. So every single hedge fund, every single financial firm has had to go in and buy more GameStop shares because they're not a $9 stock anymore. They're not a $4 billion company. They're a $13 billion company. So now that we went from $4 billion to $13 billion, 3x, guess what they got to do with their shares? They got to go buy more. Guess what happens when they buy more? The price goes up. Do you see how this works? The only time that it trends down is if you didn't get earnings, is if you had terrible earnings, if you had a cash burn, and your company has an event. If there's an event, yes, you can go down. And I mean a new CEO, maybe somebody gets fired, maybe an auditing firm quits. Things like that will affect the value of your company. But all companies should be going up and to the right. If the whole market gets to go up and to the right, that's just the nature of the stock market. It always has been. The value. People jump off when they want. People jump on when they can. Best part, we know a lot here. Here's what we know, just so that we're clear, and I'll run it back to you guys. We know that we live in an environment where retired folks are cashing out of this market. And they're cashing out at the peak of what this market is. The majority, the bulk of them. The baby boomers have retired. They're now in their collecting years, and they're reversing all this money that they put into the markets, the equity itself. And in any market like this, where you can pick and choose when you want to get out, how you want to get out, they're showing profits a month early. Think about November. You've never seen a November like you just did. This was one of the biggest bullish Novembers I've ever seen in my life. It was the biggest increase on the S&P 500 in over a year in 1 month. Bitcoin pumped to the moon, and somewhere in there, this one little company they claim is only 30 million shares. Oh, guys, look at this. Look at this. I set this up for you just so you can see it. I didn't know I was going to talk about it this way. But this is the short interest on GameStop. On GameStop itself, it tells you that GameStop is short 31 million shares. You know, it was listed at 40 million shares before. But now we're 13 million shares that way. And we were at 35 million, 36 million. We're now at 32 essentially. 4 million shares closed and bought in and went long. And when those 4 million shares closed, guys, roughly 10% of all shorts, the price went up 40%. I'm telling you, if you listen, 31 million shares is a lot. It's a lot when there's none. It's a lot of shares when everyone's either DRS'd or diamond-handed, or the insiders buy and no one sells, or all the institutions keep buying in large amounts. The shorters are getting the tail end of it saying, hey, man, I'm nickel and diming it right now. I'm playing the momentum side of it. That's all I can do, because this thing is going to blow up in the end. This thing's going to end up on the top side of the market. This market's at an all-time high, and it has to be. And I'm going to say something that has little to no juice to it, but hopefully you guys, I don't care. I don't care one bit what I say right here, because these dudes sensationalize shit. They all say the AMC's to the moon, Bed Bath & Beyond's, they're going to get their money back. They all claim every stock is this, this, and that, right? Okay, watch this. Can I do it? Am I allowed to do it? All right, I'm going to do it. The whole market is an all-time high over the last month because GameStop is at a high right now that they can't explain. So as the market melts up, just so happens that the hedge to the market is GameStop, and GameStop melts up. There, I said it. What can you do? Can you prove me wrong? When you study long enough and you read it long enough, you might understand something, just a little bit. At MetLife, at the Bosco Virgin game, oh, there you go, bro. Didn't BlackRock buy AMC to loan out the shares? BlackRock sold 42% of their ownership of AMC right before the conversion of the APE additional preferred equity unit in 2022, 2023 timeframe. Yeah, that's what they did. So you're bearish on AMC, wouldn't you be? Oh man, don't do this to me, guys. I don't know where you came from, Em. I don't know how you got to this channel because nothing about this channel says AMC. Nothing in the thumbnails, nothing I ever wear or talk about talks about AMC. So I'm trying to find out why you're here. I don't understand right now. M, it's M, right? Okay, M, check this out. You're in the chat. I'm gonna help you, okay? I don't do this that often, man. I stay away from it. I'm in my live stream right now. I'm in my Discord, and I'm gonna invite you and anyone. Just ask a question: is holding both AMC and GME? Yeah, that's ridiculous. But watch this. Hold on. Marantz Discord. Click the link to tell me what you think. There you go. I rhyme a lot. Here you go. I just put it in the chat right there. It's pinned to the top of the chat. That's a link to the Discord. You'll be on the show right now. You'll be on the show right now. Anybody wants to click on it, come in, and let's talk. I'd love to talk to you guys about AMC and why it's an investment that you want to make versus me. But I'd love to talk to you guys tonight. But before we talk about I hold both and all that, I mean, where did that come from? I don't know. But I just really want to talk to you guys about AMC if you want to. There's a safe space here. I support retail investors, so I don't have a problem. I've been doing it for 4 years, supporting retail investors via Reddit, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. I'm down. I want to talk about it, please. I just bought both. AM, click on the link at the top of the chat, man. Come talk to me. I want to talk to you. You bought both. I want to talk to you. You're the type of guy I want to talk to. Guys, I'm not going on with this show until we talk about AMC. So, M, I need to talk to you, man. Don't worry. It's a friendly conversation. That's it. But you bought it $4. I mean, you should really hang on to it, man. Forever. Hey guys, when someone walks in here, Meltdown, the mic's open. When you walk in here, you want to talk about GameStop and why it's not so great, or you want to talk about AMC and why it is so great, the mic's open. M, don't just put emojis in there. Click on the channel. Let me know. That's it, bros. I mean, why are people scared to talk? What's so wrong with communicating? I don't know you. You don't know me. You definitely don't know me. Log on Discord one second. Oh, yeah, Em, let's do it. I'm down. Let's go. I want to talk. Hey, while he figures it out, oh, man, I'm going to be so excited. It's... Here, I'm going to play you a song, okay, while you figure out how to get on. This is a song for me to use. All right, Red, turn off the music. I'm ready to go. You're in the chat. You're on the channel right now. What is it? How do you say it? Rewired? Is that how you say your name?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yes, because I'm having trouble logging in.
Oh,
all right, what's up, bro?
Loving life, man. So, you're all about AMC GameStop? What's the deal? What's going on?
I just bought both. I've seen them squeezed in 2021, sold. And then I seen how it started bottoming like down, like it's like the sell pressure slowed down a bit. So I just bought both, just like I did with Bitcoin and Doge. Just bought both. Whether both, if GME squeeze is good, the AMC squeeze is good. But I just wanted to see your take on it. Like, I just bought it honestly. I'm not claiming to be an expert. I just bought both. I was like, why not?
Yeah, no, I'm not here to attack you, man.
I feel you.
Yeah, no, I'm going to help you out, though. Okay, so,
Me.
yeah, so what type of, how long you been investing? That's a different question I have.
2020, I got into trading, but then quickly I found crypto, in the form of Dogecoin, and then that's what got me started. I bought Made a nice little bag off it. Went through the bear market. I was very unexperienced, so I made profit, but then I bought from the top, like Bitcoin at 65K all the way down to 15K. Kept buying. Now we're up.
Yeah.
So I've just been buying. I'm more of a buyer. I do try to tune into the markets. I'm really when it comes to crypto, I got good footing. But when it comes to like stocks and stuff like that, since there's so much manipulation and corruption, especially with Wall Street, like I really it's not really my thing. I don't enjoy it. I enjoy more crypto because at least I feel like I have some control over it. But since I know that there's a potential for like a squeeze, whether GameStop, AMC, or whatever other stocks might be having short interest, I decided that I know AMC and GameStop seems to be the most popular out of all of them. So I bought both. I'm like, I'll just buy both. So I
Okay.
just bought both.
So I'm just really trying to get a feel for you before I like give you all the info that you might want to take
Yo.
in. But I got a good idea of how you trade and what you're doing. And
Yeah.
let me ask you something though, like, and no disrespect, right? Like, do you
Yeah.
have a family? How old are you? Any of that?
So I'm 28. No, I'm single. I have no kids.
Hmm.
I'm doing pretty well with crypto. So the bag I have with GameStop and AMC is like if it were to go to zero, both of them, it won't affect me in any way, shape, or form.
That's awesome. That's
It's just more
awesome.
like a gamble to me. It's like buying Solana and buying meme coins of Solana. It's just a meme. It has no real future for me. If it pumps, I'm selling. I really don't believe in it. I'm in it for the squeeze. Like Bitcoin, I believe in that. Dogecoin, I believe in that. XRP, I believe in that. GameStop, AMC. I don't like the fact that the stock market is rigged till it's not. We'll have to see. So like I just bought it because I know there's some potential squeeze that we haven't had that in decades. Not in the way it could happen with at least these two stocks or GameStop or whatever it is. So I'm
Sure.
buying just to buy
Okay.
for the potential of a rally, and then I'll just sell my bags and take my profit and walk away.
No problem. So let's talk about a couple things. One, I'm baffled, right? I'm baffled because your mindset is would be the complete opposite of most investors, where the most I would say corrupt thing out there in the market would be crypto versus securities. You know, buying individual stocks tends to be more secure than the wild wild west of crypto, right? You can wake up tomorrow, crypto's a totally different market in your sleep. This is why it is available 24/7, and this is why you've seen so many crypto scams. You know, the outlook on crypto kind of went down during that time frame of trust was the FTX debacle with Sam Bankman-Fried. So a lot of trust was broken there, and you saw markets go up or down, but there's no rhyme or reason to it, right? For the pump that is Dogecoin, it's transactional, but it's not really applied in actual use in everyday use. For crypto bulls to say they like crypto, right? They're all about crypto and they support it and they think these are great investments. The value of crypto is cash, is fiat cash. So I don't understand how they expect to derive cash to substitute the one thing they're trying to evaporate. Right? It doesn't make sense to me. I can't make it make sense as much as I study it. But let's talk about the two investments that we talked about. Okay, AMC and GameStop. You bought into them before, you said, correct?
Yeah, I bought it because I heard all the commotion with it. Uh, GameStop, I bought very little. AMC, I put some money in it. I made a few thousand out of it. I didn't make much out of it, but I did sell. Um, and then I sold, and I never looked back at it again. It wasn't until around January I started hearing stuff again. February, I did look at the charts. They looked like they were hitting a bottom, like they're bottoming out. So I'm like, well, if there's a time to buy, this is not a bad time to buy. I did see GME at $10, and I did see I bought in on AMC around $4 to $5. Then I believe it got diluted, so it crashed down to like $2 and like 86 cents. And then it ripped to like almost $15, and then it consolidated and went back down to where it is now, around $4 to $5. So I'm just buying, trying to hit the bottom, Whether things go south, at least I don't get crushed. And again, it's not like I have a lot of money in here. Like I have like 20 something thousand in it. Got 10,000 on AMC, 10,000 on GameStop. So it's not nothing that would hurt me and something I'm willing to lose. If I
Okay.
lose that money today, it doesn't hurt me because
So
I'm more in Bitcoin is my main bag. So
so you're single, you said, right? No kids?
yeah, so I have the
Yeah.
benefit of like all my income after rent, like everything goes into investing.
Yeah, what's unfortunate for me is like I'm a father, right, of 5 kids, and when I hear numbers like 10,000, 20,000, I I instantly think of down payments for a house, down payments for a car. I think of big things. I don't think of little things. I respect big numbers, and that's why I'm so controlled. But I remember being, at that having all the luxuries, and saying, I'm gonna put 5 grand on this today, and I remember that, and it's something I remember in my 20s. So I'm not gonna stop you from your mindset. I'm just gonna tell you, let's talk about risk. Okay, risk tolerance versus time horizon, and where you're at right now.
Mm.
You're buying into a company called AMC you bought in previously. That float has been diluted from a 500 million share float to 3.8 billion. But because they did a 10-to-1 reverse stock split, you'd have to understand that they've diluted their float 7x. So for the squeeze that you're looking for, it is mathematically impossible. But I'll tell it to you a different way. They've offered up equity for their shares for the debt to pay off their debt, right? And they haven't even taken a one one good swing at it. It's been that bad. But if you don't think it can go lower, if you think it's bottoming out now, I don't think you've studied that industry yet. So it doesn't look like you actually do the research on the investments. You're just playing like momentum, speculative. Your entry
Yes, on
points.
AMC and GameStop, yes. I'm
Yeah.
more focused on Bitcoin and Doge. I really don't
So
pay
I'm
attention too
so
much
so
to
watch this
GameStop
for
and
me.
AMC.
Bitcoin and Doge. I'm baffled right now. Like how you plan to make money. If it's 10 to 20K is not a thing to you. You're buying Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's at $90,000.
Well, I bought from 64K all the way down. Because
Yeah.
the first thing I bought was Doge. So once I cashed out on Doge, I started seeing like learning more about Bitcoin. I had an idea of what it was. So I'm like, and oh, be aware, like I wasn't even like knowledgeable on the cyclical nature of Bitcoin or the happening or none of that stuff. I was fresh out the boat. But what I did do is that I took the risk. I don't know why, to be honest. Now that I think back at it, I just went for it. I guess I didn't feel like I had much to lose, and it was a higher risk reward for me. Like, hey, if this works out, great. If it doesn't, then I'll just come back from it. But I've been buying Bitcoin since 64K. I bought all the way down to 15K. I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was gonna go down even further to 10K, and I've been buying all the way up. And throughout that whole 4 year cycle of studying Bitcoin, I know that it's very volatile. From the top, it could drop 90%, but depending on when you enter, like you're safe. Right now, I'm pretty good and pretty safe. Now, I feel like Bitcoin is a very safe asset. I feel like Dogecoin, with the new things that are happening with it, especially that I bought around 5 cents, it's at 40. So, like, it's even if it were to come down, it will never come back down to my entries. Now, GameStop
Yeah.
and AMC, on the other hand, I do admit I'm not knowledgeable with it and
Yeah.
don't follow it at
Yeah. No,
all.
that's okay. That's why I called you out in the chat because you said you bought into both, right? And they're extremely different. Extremely different. But there's so much to learn as far as studying what private equity is, the angle of it, and then how to leverage publicly traded companies for a leverage buyout. Like this is what's being done right now for AMC. AMC's set up for bankruptcy. AMC's set up for a leverage buyout. But we'll leave it there. If you don't think it can go lower, just sit back and wait.
No, so I feel like it could. The worst case scenario is like it's going back down to like under $4, down to like 380, 350, if not back to two.
You know when you
GameStop
bought
is the
it. You
one
know when you bought it before, like in 2021. You did you buy it back then?
dude, I think it was like $8.
Right. So
Like
do you know
I
what
had seen it at
what the
five.
equivalent is right now?
Yeah, so like say like all time high was 75, that's equivalent to 400, the equivalent of the all time low like 50 cents.
We're talking like 30 cents, $3, $4,
30
40
cents.
cents. That's what you're buying right now. You're
Massive
buying it
dilution.
at 40, and you have nowhere to go. Like there's nowhere to go up. You can't go up. Like I'm trying to help you right now, but you're gonna find out the hard way. But I'll talk about that at the end of this right now because
Mm.
there is something I want to talk to you about, but just more personal. But let's talk about GameStop for a second. Let's go ahead and pump you up on this. You made an investment into GameStop, which you should be so proud of. It's not a swing play, right? It's not a momentum play. It's not a short squeeze. GameStop is a real investment. It's a blue chip investment. They're one of the only companies. Well, they're in the top four in retail for cash on hand versus debt. They actually have almost $5 billion worth of cash. Their CEO is phenomenal. He works for free. They have a partnership with PSA graded cards and collectibles. GameStop has all the money in the world to make, and they don't have a cash burn. They don't lose money. They make a profit. It's a real company. And when I tell you all these things, these are all the little things that other companies are not. So GameStop went from having a $4 billion market cap to now $13 billion as I talk to you today. So it's on its way to the S&P 500. It's on its way to pay out dividends. This is a real investment. And if you've been in it for 4 years and you understand it, and all the makers, right? You know who Ryan Cohen is. You know who Larry Chang is. You know who well now Nat Turner is. Like if you understand the board of directors and you know where they're headed, then that's a company you invest in, right? Like I'm looking at it from the best standpoint. What I don't understand is how individuals can buy into a company like AMC and their CEO is doing what he does offline. And if you don't know what he does offline and you don't know who he associates himself with, that's where I would do the investing. That's where I would do the investigating, I should say.
Mm.
So I just want you to go and Google Adam Aaron and blackmail. That's all I want you to do. So before you ever buy one share of anything, of any company, there's dirty money out there. And I want you to investigate that and see what he got blackmailed for, who he was sending pictures to, who he was talking to. I want you to look at that. And I don't even want to go into detail to be derogatory and mess up the whole show this way. I just want you to know what you're supporting when you invest into AMC. Right? So, and it's true. It's not like this isn't like it's thought out. This really happened. And this just happened this last year. But you should know. So that's the first thing. That's why I'll never buy it. The second thing is movie theaters in general, movie industry. Only one company makes money. That's Cinemark, and everyone else loses money. So you just have a lot to learn about how you want to invest. I can't talk you out of what you do. I can just tell you, you kind of contradict the way you say things. You say your money's safe into crypto, your money's safe into Bitcoin, yet you're open to it that it can drop 90% at any given time. Like that's an oxymoron. Like those two statements don't go together, right? So for me personally, I've watched GameStop go sideways for 3 years. I've watched it bounce off of $9.95 all the way to just $60 the other day, $80 the other day. And yeah, it runs, it jumps, it does its thing. But I'm not here to see the running, the jumps, and the peaks of the market. I'm here to watch it grind all the way back to the top, the gradual grind. So I love what GameStop is, and I think if you sat back and you put a lot of energy into it and read about it and watched it, you'd understand it better than you would Bitcoin and Doge, because you can't tell me who the CEO of Doge is. You can't tell me what the future earnings are for Bitcoin. There's no such thing. It's a speculative thing to assume that someone's going to pay you more and or pay more for the same thing that you have just to own it. Right? I used to be in Doge at 3 cents, at fractions of a penny as well. I know the run up. I was there. I had plenty of it, and I'm with you on all of that. It was fun when it happened. The education process happened, and I go, wow, I see I can be manipulated. I know the largest wallets in Doge. There's about 6 wallets that own the majority of Doge. Get the hell out, right? There's a majority of financial institutions that actually hold and own Bitcoin, and they bought it in 2013 and 2017. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, the halving happens every 4 years, but there's also ETFs that track it, that buy it, and now you have speculative companies like MicroStrategies buying, and that's their proxy. Right? All they do is they invest into Bitcoin, They manipulate that market at that end, that earnings side. But that's what companies are doing right now to pump up a market. So what do? You take your dry powder, like Warren Buffett, like Jeff Bezos, like Bill Gates, everyone who's sold off so far, sitting on cash, like Ryan Cohen and GameStop. They're sitting on cash. They're waiting for this correction of this market to happen. They'll invest into this market when it's on a downturn, and now you have controlling stakes in the companies that you want to control. That's how it works. That's how these leverage buyouts happen. That's how this position happens. But you got to know how to evaluate the company itself. Read a balance sheet, look at a cash flow chart, and look at the income statement. That's what I would tell you. But there's a lot more to investing than just, hey, I think it's going to go up, or maybe I'm just going to play this. But it's way more than what crypto is. It's way more than that when you evaluate individual securities. And then you look at the private equity angle and the leadership. So that's what this channel does. I break it all down for you when you watch it, and we have fun doing it. But like I said, I'm not against you, man. I was trying to figure out why you would invest into AMC at the same time as GameStop when they're completely polar opposite. They're not on the same path. It's not one runs and the other one doesn't. I'd ask you to look at the last 2 years of GameStop versus AMC, and you'll see a stock that's up 146% versus a stock that's down 98%. That's the difference of these two stocks. So that's the truth. Okay. So I wish you the best of luck with it. You have anything you want to say?
I respect it. Yeah, I respect it. I like GameStop myself. I've been buying a lot of collectibles.
There you go.
A lot of their PSA.
Get in there.
And the fact they're closing a lot of stores and they're focusing on their money and debt, and they're just focused on being profitable. I hear a few things. So I'm just glad I have GameStop, because if AMC doesn't work out, GameStop pays off for what AMC couldn't.
I'm just going to tell you, AMC's not going to work out. Right? And that's 100%. I've been 100% about a lot of things. I'm batting 1,000 over here. I've been doing this for a long time. AMC's not going to work out. It's not. It's never going to work out.
That's all right.
So I wish you the best of luck.
It's only $10K, bro.
Yeah, to you it's only $10K. Do you know what $10K can be to a lot of families?
I'm up, bro. I have $250,000, bro.
Yeah. And guess what? That can be gone tomorrow.
But I respect it. Again, I'm more of a crypto dude. That's where I thrive. I'm not much of a stock dude. I really don't like investing in stocks. I'm more of a Bitcoin maxi. Always will be. Again, I'm just in it for the squeeze.
Sounds awesome.
Just for the squeeze.
Hey, do you do sports betting?
If GameStop squeezes... Sorry?
You do sports betting? Do you bet on sports?
No.
No, you don't bet on sports?
No. I don't like gambling like that. Like, I know I'm gambling, but Bitcoin, I feel like is a very sound.
You're something else, bro.
I know, but to me, Bitcoin is never going back. I don't think Bitcoin's ever going down to 15K, and the buying pressure and all the people that are buying it, and the fact that I bought it around, like, my break even is around 25,000. Like, I'm good. No, it will never go back down to where I was. Whether I hold on for a cycle or just sell, like, at the top of the cycle, which is around $250,000 to $500,000 per Bitcoin. So, like, it won't affect me at all.
So let me ask you something. You think Bitcoin's going to 250,000? In what time frame?
There's two potential tops. It's either going to be 250,000 or $500,000. I'm not sure which one it is. Honestly, with the profits I have in Doge, I really don't even care to sell Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And time frame, I believe that it's going to follow the same 4-year cycle it always does. It's probably going to be around summertime. We're going to peak around getting close to summertime is going to probably hit all-time highs.
I'm just curious. Do you understand applied mathematics?
Sorry?
Applied mathematics.
No.
Okay, so at one point, like I'll give you this example. I'm buying Bitcoin at 97,000. I'm safe. I don't know how that's safe. If how would you ever?
Well, that's pretty high.
But I just saw MicroStrategies buy 55,000 Bitcoin at 97,000 last week.
Well, the thing is, like for example, when the governments are starting to pile in, like El Salvador buying one every day, no matter the day of the week. America, with Trump coming in, about to buy 1 million Bitcoin within the next 5 years and not selling for the next 20 years. MicroStrategy not selling no matter what cycle it is. Banks starting to accumulate. GameStop themselves, I heard a rumor that they're thinking of possibly buying some Bitcoin to put on their balance sheet, which is a very smart thing. Like, it's just too much demand for it, for what it is. You understand? So
too much demand,
but again,
and not
my
enough
average
supply,
is
right?
very low. Unless there's a bearish scenario, I might not be aware of that takes Bitcoin back down to under 25K, then which is I believe impossible at this point at this cycle, then I'll be fine.
Yeah, I just don't.
I
I
have
just
the
don't
liberty of
understand.
holding
I'm just trying to
a
understand
few
like
more cycles.
why people feel it's going to be worth 10x from your buying or anyone's buying. I mean, at what point would people stop buying it?
That the thing. Like crypto, you have to follow the cycle. Money flows into Bitcoin in 2023. Like that's when it flew. It's January 1st. That's when money starts flowing in. It's 2 years of death with crypto, where it's just downtrending, bear market, bloodbath. Then by the third year, money starts flowing in, whatever the catalyst is. In this season, it was institutional money, hedge funds, MicroStrategy, governments that were the reason why we started going up. Uh, but yeah, of course, if you're brand new to crypto and you're buying Bitcoin at 90 something $1,000, well, probably not a very smart idea. Or if you're
But
just
I don't
into crypto
understand.
and
You're
you
saying
just start
you're saying it's going to 250. The only way it goes 250. Someone buys it at 98, 99, 100, 101, 102. Well,
no,
who's dumb enough to buy it?
retail.
Retail.
It is what it is. It's not to be mean. It's just like someone's always gonna buy the top. Just like AMC and GameStop, someone bought the top and had to, they've been holding bags. Like not everybody's the same. You have to have a low
Okay.
average. If you're over here buying the tops of everything, you're getting wrecked no matter who you are. Like it timing. Like, and I'm not saying time the market because I didn't time Bitcoin. I just bought the top to the bottom. By the time I hit the bottom, I understood it well because I studied it long enough at that point to understand like, okay, I may be down, but if I keep buying, by the time the next cycle hits, I'm gonna be fine. That was proven right. But if someone is just joining, then and they're buying 90,000, 100, $120,000 in Bitcoin, especially people that got money, they're just buying a whole Bitcoin at those ranges, and Bitcoin goes from 250 down 90%, or to 500,000 down 90%. They're losing a lot of money. Same thing
Yeah.
with Doge. If someone's buying it now at 40 cents, it only goes to $2 and it retraces 90%, like crypto tends to do, then probably not a very smart idea. With
I
crypto,
just
you really got to try to buy low because if not, you're getting wrecked.
I have a hard time understanding something.
What?
And maybe you can help me with this. Where does the money come from?
So with Bitcoin, it's coming from governments at this point, banks, corporations that are looking to back their balance sheet with Bitcoin. Uh, I mean, BlackRock, MicroStrategy, like all the big money players are looking to use Bitcoin as a store of value. They're looking to have Bitcoin be the backing like gold. That's just what they wanted to be because of its security.
Yeah,
Uh,
but hear me out. What
that's
I'm
it.
telling you. Here's what I'm telling you. So if something becomes that valuable, where does the money come from? Like like I can give you this example. You can name Dogecoin, right? You say $2 on Doge. Do you know how many Dogecoin are out there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot.
a trillion. What is it? Quadruple billion, whatever it is. Like there's not enough money in the world to give these values to things. It has to come from something.
So for Dogecoin, is getting adopted inside the as a tool for the government. It's gonna help dictate where the money is going here in the American government, especially with all the corruption going on. They're gonna use it. America's gonna use Dogecoin.
Well, it's not going to be
For
XRP. It's not going to be
no, of course.
ETH. It's not going to be Light Litecoin. Like I'm just
Well, they
at
are gonna use XRP. The banks are gonna be using XRP. Bitcoin is a store of value, and Dogecoin is gonna, as of right now, is gonna be used by the American government. Just but it's gonna reduce their expenses by $2 trillion. It's gonna reduce. It's not that they're gonna dump 2 trillion worth of Doge. They're gonna pump it and dump it. They're gonna use Doge as a form of currency to transact, like
yeah.
through the Pentagon and
No, I'm
like
familiar.
they
It's going to be transactional, and I understand the rate and the speed of per transactions. Like I understand all that. That's why Bitcoin's not transactional because they don't have it on the blockchain itself the way it's built. Like I'm very familiar with crypto and the way the world works. What I'm not familiar with is where this invisible money comes from, because I don't know. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? The amount of money that circulates the planet, you would have to siphon off money from other things and put it into this to give it value. Like, you can't just make up a number and then we got to go print out that paper. Like, it's not possible. That's what I'm saying to you. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's more money than I know of that are circulating on the planet. But I don't think there is. So, but you're giving me value for your stock. I just want to make this clear. You're giving me value for cryptocurrency, and the value you're giving it is fiat cash, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, but yet it's supposed to replace fiat cash?
I'm not saying it's supposed to replace it. I'm just saying that's where the money's flowing to. There's a lot of demand at the moment for it because of the things that, like, for example, Doge is going to be used for a lot of things. Not only is it going to be used in the United States government, it's going to be used to, like, buy product like a Cybertruck. So there is, and retail loves it. So, like, there is a lot of untapped market still.
So
And
I'm
with
curious.
regulations,
Okay, then I got another one. How do
yep.
you get your money out of it?
No, you're right. I work, get fiat, convert, I buy. Depending what prices are, I decide whether it's the time to just, cash is king, just save cash to the next cycle, or just enjoy myself, or I just keep investing. At this point, like, the amount I'm putting back into crypto compared to what I was like a year and a half ago is very different now because Doge already popped. It's not at 5 cents no more. The reward ratio and risk is just not there for me no more. I'm just glad I was able to accumulate enough. Same thing with Bitcoin. Like, I may still be buying a little bit, but not as much. I'm slowing down drastically
So what are you
because
buying?
it's not at 15K no more. I'm just hoarding cash at this point. I already have enough AMC, GameStop, where I feel comfortable to, like, gamble it. If it goes to zero, don't matter to me. But now I'm just, like, chilling.
Chilling.
The time to invest is up, right? Now it comes retail, and they're gonna get hurt and burned
You don't think
because
you're
of the
retail?
prices they're buying. I know I'm retail, but at least I'm following the cycle.
Okay.
And maybe I'm just lucky, and I DCA'd long enough, and I took the big L of having to DCA all this time, but it paid off, right?
Sure.
So at least
But
I'm not
I don't
caught up.
understand that whole idea of it paid off if you don't sell. It didn't pay off. You're sitting on a
Well,
stack
yeah.
of volatility.
Just not yet.
Okay. Well, to each his
Honestly,
own.
I do believe Doge is going to at least $2-3 this cycle.
$2 or $3. Wow. That's just wild to me. What
I
I'm
know it
listening
sounds
to.
crazy, bro, but just hear me out.
I
When
hear
it
you.
does, like, okay, there was something there. Bitcoin, I do think it's gonna go to 250 to 500,000. I don't know about 500,000, but I'm confident on the 250. It's just following the same 4-year cycle it always has. The cycle hasn't broken. It just
So
hasn't broken.
so the max supply of Dogecoin is like 150 billion coins.
Yes.
And you
But
think
because
it's
of the
gonna
rate of its usage, it's
right.
actually deflationary.
Right. No, I'm
Even though it's
familiar.
supposed to be inflationary.
When I tell you I bought it at 3 cents, what do you think I know about Doge? I know a lot about Doge, right?
Okay.
But what I'm trying to find out is how you derive $450 billion for something. Like, who is, when I told you
Good.
the 6 largest wallets who hold it, and even if Robinhood's a large wallet or Weeble's a large wallet, like, who controls the value and who are you giving it to? At $450? Are you saying it's getting that $450 billion? Who's putting money into that?
450, but I don't think it's going to 400. Wait, you mean billion as market cap
Billion
or
as in market cap.
$450?
Market cap.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, there's still Safe Moon.
Dude, it's
There's still
possible.
other stuff. You think it's possible? 450 billion?
At least for Dogecoin, yes. I don't know about the other. I know XRP is definitely a $1 trillion asset in the future. I know Bitcoin is gonna overtake gold by a landslide. Dogecoin, I just feel like the people who really use it. There's a lot of businesses that are adopting it. Little small business adopting it. I've seen it happen. There's businesses here in New York that accepted it. We go visit all the time. The community's strong. We have America implementing. I'm pretty sure you heard about it. a whole agency ran by Doge. We have Elon as a major catalyst who loves it, and I wouldn't bet against him either. He's gonna be accepting it for Tesla and stuff like that, for some of his companies. He's gonna definitely accept it for X as a payment method, or at least one of the payment methods. I'm sure he's gonna accept others like Bitcoin and maybe Litecoin and a bunch of others, just like the digital dollar, regular dollar. But the fact that there is going to be applied, especially on X, which I believe is going to overtake finance, it's going to be it's going to be the next Robinhood or the next Fidelity. Like, I feel like Elon. I feel like Elon is going to make the next best financial platform in the planet. And I think he likes Doge enough to have it included, just like he will in his companies. It's already part of the code. It's just we're waiting for the time he deploys it, which he will. And the fact that it's part of the government, and if America proved that those did in fact help with efficiency, other governments might use it as a form of transparency, an asset to help with transparency that's cheap to transact in. And that will create volume. It's gonna create new holders, new eyes on it, and people are gonna want to keep buying it. Now,
No, that's
obviously, there's
cool.
always going to be people that lose money in any market, just like they will in GameStop. People are going to buy the top, and
I don't think anybody's
probably
losing
it will
money
never
in
squeeze
GameStop.
again.
I think GameStop has
No,
nowhere to
not
go but
now,
up.
not at these prices.
Yeah, but I
No,
don't
not
think.
at these prices. But what if GameStop goes to $1,000, $2,000?
Yeah,
Let's say, I don't know, right? Because I'm
yeah.
selling way before that, but on the way down, people are going to lose money. People
Well, it sounds
always
like
lose
you're
money,
selling
no
it.
matter
You're
what.
gonna sell it $40.
No, hell no.
Okay.
That's not a squeeze. I'm
Oh,
looking
okay.
at least like over 500, bro.
Oh, okay. But
I believe GameStop can squeeze because it's
yeah.
the one that started it all, and I do like what they've been doing. Like I tell you, I collect graded cars, especially for One Piece, my favorite, and I
One
do
Piece.
believe
Yeah.
in it. They do facilitate. I grade cars with GameStop. I do like what they're doing. I do like how they're closing stores because it does help stores that have are not very profitable. I think they are taking care of their company. AMC I don't like because they dilute, but hey, I put what I'm willing to risk, and it doesn't affect me if I lose it or not. I know if AMC goes to zero, the worst thing that could happen is I lose 10K. The best scenario, I'm covered with GameStop, and that's gonna make way more than I lost. And with crypto, I already made it. So the only thing I'm really gambling here is with AMC,
Yeah, and I agree with
especially with
that,
the
but I just
dilution.
don't like Adam Aaron and what he stands for and the way he went about his blackmail case. So I just wanted you to read up on
I
that.
didn't know about that.
I think you
I
should.
have it pulled up here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So I think
for
you should read
sure.
about it and read it in detail, and then you'll know what kind of man you're dealing with. But I just want to let you know that if Bitcoin does hit 250,000 a coin, as you said. I don't want to say you claim, but you said, because you're not the only one who says it. Like, people say a lot of crazy shit, but you're looking at around $5 trillion on market cap. I just say, wow, right? Wow.
Yeah,
The bulk
impressive.
of bitcoins have been mined. You know this, and
Mm-hmm.
there's only 1.1 million left. So, and it's going to take you 100 years to get. I think it's what, 2140. Am I right on that? I don't know.
Around there, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Approximately 100 years, yeah.
Yeah. So,
By the year 2034, I believe, it like 99% will be officially mine.
yeah, yeah. Isn't that crazy though? Because here's the problem: is I think the bulk of it has been mined. The bulk of it's out there for you, and it's institutionally owned, right? So 94% of all bitcoins have been issued. I just want to make this clear to everybody. 94% have been sent out. So there's about 900 a day that get mined, and the unfortunate part is you can't fluctuate that market if you wanted to, but you have to understand how it's leveraged and how it's hedged and how it's used. It's used against the markets itself. It's no coincidence that Bitcoin's at $100,000 almost today, and it's not based off of what would you call it? Supply and demand. That's what you called it, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
basically supply demand, the belief that it's a hedge against inflation. At least that's what the countries and the banks and the that's what they claim. The hedge funds. That's what they're. I mean, that's how they're pitching it.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong on this, but when you already own it all, right? Financial institutions own
Yeah.
it all. Where's the demand?
Uh, we'll have to see because there is a big market share in the world that Bitcoin could take over. If people do start believing by consensus alone, that's really where everything derives, that Bitcoin is the safer, cleaner, more transparent way to store value and more flexible, right? Then it will just take market share just because people believe that's the next evolution in money, period.
Well,
That's what seems to be the consensus at this point in time.
I just don't know where you get the definition of cleaner from when it takes so much energy to produce. But we know that.
No, not as far as energy, just like
Okay.
the fact that you know how many wallets are there and you'll be able to track it. Just like Argentina government has their wallet public for their people to see. They're able to track it every day, see how they're investing it,
When I
see how
think
they're
of
managing it, and
prosperity
if something
and
goes wrong.
yeah, when I think about value and prosperity in countries I want to mimic, I don't think of Argentina, but I do
Oh, sorry,
see
not Argentina, El Salvador. El
El
Salvador, my
Salvador
bad.
even better. I don't think of
Yeah,
El
yeah, it was El
Salvador either.
Salvador that buys it.
Yeah, no, I just really want people to understand that there are narratives, there are stories and pitches and headlines that people push out, and you basically mimic all of it. Okay. You have been a
Yes.
walking billboard, poster child for what cryptocurrency claims to be, what it will be, and what it could be. And that's the unfortunate part for you. And it's nothing against your investment strategy, but just the message being pushed out and the info being pushed out, it actually contradicts what makes sense. Okay. So I
I
just want to,
agree.
and then even you saying you agree. So I want you to have a great night. I appreciate your time.
Thank
I would
you.
reconsider the way you do things, but you're gonna do what you do. You're a grown man. I'm not gonna stop you. But really nice to meet you. Honestly, Rewired. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, man. I'll keep
Thank you.
watching.
Likewise. Thank you so much,
Take
bro.
care.
Take care. Well, guys, there you go. That's about all the bullshit I can do it for one night. Holy shit! Woo! God, that was hard to get through. Oh man, I was exploding. Ah, I'm so happy. Hey, I gotta shut. Don't click on my Discord ever again, guys. Don't do it. Holy hell, I can't. I can't. There's more. There's demand. There's from what? From each other. 94% of it's owned by the world. Who's driving this market? Price discovery at $100,000. I think I should pay $200,000. Oh, what? They already own it all at the bottom. This is a game you play. They're playing with each other. This is ridiculous. Crypto bros are the dumbest dudes on the planet. More so than that, you pick Doge and Bitcoin. No application whatsoever other than what's derived in Elon Musk's head, but it doesn't matter. Ethereum, ETH, actually has an applied product and goal. Do you know what Web 3.0 is? Do you understand how it's built? Do you understand NFTs? Do you know about level 2? Like, there's things you have to know. I can't, bros. I was there. I lived crypto. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. I know the Wild Wild West. The old bonding in 15, it's a 97. I feel safe. It goes down 90%. I'm okay. What? I'm worth 250,000. You're worth nothing. You're worth $0. It's not necessarily an asset. But when you sell it and you see what it's worth, and then when you go spend that money, listen to me, okay? I don't think you understand what I'm telling you. You can't eat crypto. You can't put it up over your head and keep you safe at night. You can't lock and load it and put rounds in the chamber, okay? You can't do a lot of things. What do you have to do? You got to buy ammunition and food. That's what you better start buying. That's how you live this life. You better put a roof over someone's head. You better buy some vehicles and some wheels to do it. Not this bullshit. I can't. The excess money that I have, I invest it. I invest in the companies that have a purpose that solve a problem. That's it. And I can rest assured that that money's being managed by Ryan Cohen, not Adam Aaron. Oh, this was tough, bros. Holy shit, bros. My stomach was hurting. Honestly, guys, that gave me a cramp. I had a headache. I was like, how am I getting away from this? Dudes, there's dudes out there. Shit, man. I've got oceanfront property in Idaho I want to sell you. I guarantee you, dude, I can upsell this dude on anything. I can sell this kid anything. There's a lot of them out there. A lot of them. Nah, man. I'm out here. I'm buying the bottom. Doge. The government is going to do programs. They're going to do it. They're going to invest. It's like, what the hell are we talking about, bros? Like, what in the world are we doing? Yeah. 5.56 millimeter round and a gas-fired, shoulder-held, gas-fired, trigger squeeze, handheld, semi-automatic. Yes, I know. That's where the gold is. Huh. I like the guest, but he sounds a lot like people who sound like they're asking a question when they make a statement. Bennett, not only that, there's people out here in this world that absolutely don't belong in investment channels and streams, and they're... I don't want to speak on it this way because it sounds like I'm talking crap about somebody, but when you're uneducated on a topic and a subject and you mimic and parrot what you've been told, it's very apparent. Very bad. If you've ever talked to Michael Saylor, he could probably do that whole presentation a whole different way, and he's probably going to go, this is why Bitcoin's going to be this, this, and that. And even when he comes out with this bullish stance, you say, okay, Mike, that's why you run your investment the way you do. But remember what I tell you guys about companies that trade off a proxy. Like, they don't even understand that when I say that trade off a proxy of what it is. The investment strategy is to buy something with borrowed money. Oh, you think you have cash? Did I not show you what MicroStrategy's cash is? Did we not talk about this, guys? We talked about this. This is why you can't show me companies and tell me this investment. Like, all you kids out there that don't know a damn thing about investing, crypto bros, pay attention just so that we're clear. And I had to hang on for that one, bros. That was a hard one. But I want to show you MicroStrategies. Look at this, okay? This is MicroStrategies, and let's go to the financials. Let's go to cash flow first. Or actually, let's just go to balance sheet. Balance sheet right here. This is how much cash they have. They have $46 million. That's how much cash they have right now. Literally right now. We'll go trailing 12, boom, $46 million cash. They just bought $5 billion of Bitcoin. Your company is sitting on this transaction, floating $40 million. But while they're floating it and they're doing all of it, and you look at everything you can, assets, $8 billion, liabilities are there, they have shareholder equity, they have it all. What I look at this number. I look at 129 million shares versus 202 million shares. So the whole time that they're diluting and they're putting money into Bitcoin, and the stock price is going sky to the mountains, right? $520 a share. Their only value is derived from Bitcoin itself. The company is manipulating shareholders because they've diluted their float 80%. This is a problem when you think about investments. This is what I mean by trading by proxy. Like, you are doing it based off the fact that there's a currency out there, this cryptocurrency, that you eventually have to sell, which actually... This is why you order a pizza for 20K Bitcoin, right? Back in the day. Because the value of it is whatever people deem it worth. But once the institutions got involved, it took it away from the people. All these guys talking about, oh, you want to be transparent like El Salvador? Yeah, everyone has a crypto wallet. Everyone trades off a blockchain. And those are peer-to-peer transactions. So, yes, we understand. You buy a Bitcoin from X, Y, and Z. But do you understand? Do you understand that if you're not buying off of a cold wallet on a cold storage, and you're doing it this way, that you're literally buying it from Robinhood or you're buying it from Webull, the majority of retail, they're buying their supply. They're not buying their own supply. Do you understand the peer-to-peer here? I've seen the wallets. I've seen who owns it. And you go, look at this nomenclature here. Owns X amount of Doge. This one, X. They can manipulate that market and that amount instantly. How would you like that? How would you like that? This is why stock market and institutions and investments, Why they have to file 8Ks and 13Ds and Fs and Es and 4s and all these forms they have to file. Because they have to tell the people in the world when they sell out of a company, when they add more to. They have to be transparent, they have to be vocal, and they have to be upfront, because these are indicators that your investment might go up or down. Maybe somebody doesn't have conviction, maybe somebody doesn't believe, or maybe the value is being diluted. You can't confuse me, you can't trick me. You don't get to say shit to me in chat, online, headlines, hello, publications. I used to work for print publications. I used to work for online. I know how it works. I know how sensationalizing pictures and headlines can manipulate you for the investments you want to make. I saw this thing happen once. I saw this sports clip. It was this picture. A kid drops a pass. Boom. He drops a pass. They get the picture, clip it. Boom, he got hit. And it says on the headline, it says, such and such dropped their opportunity to win the game, or something to that effect. And I walked up to the sports department and I go, what are you guys doing? And the guy looks at me. He goes, what do you mean? And I'll say this to everybody right now. His name was Larry. Okay? Larry. I go, Larry, what are you doing? And Larry goes, what do you mean? And in front of everybody. And I go, this picture, you said the kid dropped the pass, and this is what happened, and this was the outcome. And he goes, yeah, this is what happened. That's the game, blah, 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 blah. He said whatever, right? And I go, this is the picture you took? And he looks at me. He goes, yeah, but what of it, Marantz? I said, this kid graduated last year. He didn't even play last night. Who are you lying to? You didn't even go to the game. And the editor looked at me and said, what? And there comes Larry. Oh, how'd you say? Yeah, Larry. How's that feel, Larry? You got caught red-handed. You guys, they put shit in front of you and they don't even realize that you pay attention more than the next. Try live streaming 4 years, every day, talking about your life. There's no contradiction. It's your life. Remember, you don't have to remember the lies you say when all you do is spit facts and the truth. That's been GameStop for all these years, guys. Facts and the truth. Ryan Cohen, the whole board. I hope you guys enjoy everything, guys. My family's here. I've got folks and friends here. That's where the dogs are going crazy. And the unfortunate part is, for you guys, I got to get going because we got to entertain. We're doing cookout. They got carne asada. They got the rice. They got the bean. They got everything. But I got to go cook on the grill. And we're going to turn on the music. We're going to do our thing. But I just want to let you know, crypto bros, you're all idiots. Oh, God, this guy was funny. AMC's not an investment. It's a loss. GameStop's the only investment. It's the only one. The only one. I don't want to hear anybody else tell me something different. And if you try to, well, you're going to lose, babe. Last night, a DJ saved my life. And right now, I want to let you know. Do you know what they call the Midas touch? It's when everything you touch turns to gold. That's this channel. That's GameStop and Ryan Cohen. And that's you. Enjoy it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Well, GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you tomorrow, millionaires. Peace. Oh, my God. Did it do it to me again? I quit this job. I don't want to be a DJ. I don't want to be a disc bro. I don't want to be on YouTube. I hate this. He's not having a meltdown. That's not what's happening. Hey, GME Meltdown, I haven't heard from you guys in a while. I had the Discord open tonight. You don't even come in. Where's the love? Are we up $29? Hey, guys, enjoy it. The month of November is over for trading. When I see you on Monday, it's December. We have something new to do. GameStop came out on top, and I'm so appreciative.